Batman: Secret Files, Huntress issue 1, Mariko Tamaki and David Lapham on the, or maybe Lapham perhaps. So maybe
I just said Lapham.
Lapham. Yeah, it's probably Lapham, but it just occurred to me it could be a soft, ph. But anyway, I did not realize how good the cover was for this book until I actually, went to read it.
It's gorgeous.
It's absolutely beautiful. It is stunning. It's one of those things where it looks like they actually got a model to like pose, and then a painter painted the model wearing the outfit. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's stunning stuff. But anyway, and it's moody and it's dark and it's all the thing. So, Huntress gets home. She's in the hospital gown. She stole the reporter's coat. It's actually a really funny beat early on here when the reporter's like, that bitch stole my coat when she leaves.
That was something that was in the main book as well.
Yeah. It's a really nice little touch. But the cat's still there, the cat that she rescued from the woman who got killed. So that kind of sets things up, and she sort of recaps what happened to her a little bit with the parasite, and then she tried to kill Batman. So the basic gist of this story, though, the importance thing of this, other than her just sort of like resting at home, is that she starts having flashes of people being scared, and she has a connection to this parasite. She's seeing victims as they're dying, and isn't sure if these are flashbacks. And some of them are clearly, because there's a moment where she sort of like has like a migraine, and we see like a page where there's just tons of people drawn above her, and some of them are the victims from Detective that we've already had. But then she speculates, shit, is that, am I seeing a live victim? I'm seeing someone who's down, by the tracks at the docks, and they're running scared. And obviously, when I say she's seeing a victim, she's seeing through someone else who's infected, right? So the idea that people who are infected with the parasite go after people and kill them. And even though she's still kind of weak, she's not at full capacity. She gets her outfit on, she gets her bike, and she rides down to the docks. And sure enough, she gets there. It's live. There's someone about to kill someone else who's got a parasite, and she swoops in, uses her crossbow, grabs the infected guy, beats him up a little bit, and once she knocks him out, she then basically hears someone else. We get a brief glimpse that there's an ambulance going away with this guy, but then we cut to a drive-in movie theater, and someone in one of the cars. There's a couple in a car who are like having fun and watching the movie. And they're going to kiss, but then someone who's infected runs up with a baseball bat and starts, smashing the window. And Huntress swoops in again. And the idea is that Huntress keeps basically seeing more people being attacked by infected, and is able to sort of try and get there and help them as best she can. So it's a fun beat. It happens again with a guy with long hair. Very shiny in this moment. He's got an axe. He's trying to get in. It's good stuff. So, and it's actually really sort of gory bit where this last guy who she went and stopped, the parasite comes out of his eyeball, like out of his iris, and it's on the floor, and she squishes it with her foot. And the big cliffhanger of this issue is that she's basically on a rooftop, and she's sort of like just paying attention to like this if she sees any more, on like the next night, and she has like a freak out moment where she swears, she calls Oracle and says, "Where is Batman?" And she's like, he's off doing this or whatever. He's in a warehouse chasing Worth. And what's good about this is that because this is Tamaki, this is going to link up to something in a future issue. Like there's going to be a moment in a future issue where he's chasing down Worth in a warehouse. But the issue, the final page, is she reveals in her narration what she saw. She says Batman is infected, and she's going to have to go stop Batman. So the final page is her riding off on her motorbike, and it says to be continued in Detective, 1041. So this is a pretty big deal. This issue sets up that Batman at some point either has been or is going to become infected, and that Huntress has like a connection to anyone who's infected and can see them, see what they're going to do. I wonder if it'll pull a little twist where maybe the reporter lady also is seeing people who are infected, because she's also been like saved and brought back to normal. I wonder if this is something until Vale maybe dies, where they're going to have this connection to anyone who becomes infected. So really interesting story stuff. I enjoyed kind of the further expansion of the mythology around the rules of this parasite. which is kind of neat. And it again makes Huntress feel very integral as a supporting character, which is kind of cool that she's become such a recurring thing in this run. The only critique is that the art is not like great. I guess the best way I can describe it is it's very house style, and it's not overly exciting one way or the other. It's just kind of gets the job done and nothing more. There's a couple of moments where I wish I was more into the visuals, where when Huntress is riding off into the city to hopefully go and save someone that she thinks has been attacked, and she's not sure if it's real yet or not. But she's riding off at the city, and the skyline's in front of her, and she's on her bike. I'm like, this could be a really nice panel. This could be like a really nice like cinematic kind of moment, and it just kind of felt like a just kind of normal and typical comic book. So it does set up some interesting stuff though for the parasite and the rules and Huntress's involvement. So and it does tease like a big thing that's going to happen to Batman. So definitely worth reading. If you didn't read this one shot, the art's only so, but the story does add to what's going on in the main book, and it does tease some things for going forward. So I suspect you will enjoy it. It's a quick 30-page read. I'd say it's worth reading. If you're enjoying detective comics, well, the art's not up to the standard of detective by any means. The story is very worth diving in for. So
I for one will definitely be reading it now. I know it's essential, as you could probably tell by my very intentional ignoring everything you just said, so I can still enjoy as much as I can.
Mundane art will probably make me give it like a 7 or a 7.5, but I mean the story is really interesting and it is adding to the main thing. So it's the sort of thing where this could have easily been 3 backups. She could have split this up into 3. It just had to be 3 backups over 3 months, but that would have taken too long probably.
Or alternatively, it means that they had other plans for the backups that they really wanted to use.
Very possibly. Also, though, I think it may have been a bit repetitive if it was told in 3 parts. I think the montage of her going after different people in the middle works because it's all in one issue and you're sort of getting like a boom, boom, boom. If that was like, if I had to wait a month or 2 weeks because it's double shipping right now, and then we only got like another example that was the same as last time but a little bit different, that may have been frustrating. But it's not frustrating in this because it's like, no, this is her in one night going through a bunch of people. So
makes sense.
Yeah, I'll go 7.5 because I dug the story. So it's a nice little companion that teaches some cool stuff.